जय जय सुरनायक जन सुखदायक प्रणतपाल भगवंता गोद्विज हितकारी जय सुरारी सिंधु सुता प्रियकंता पालन सुर धरनी अद्भुत करनी मरम न जाने कोई जो सहज कृपाला दीन दयाला करऊ अनुग्रह सोई करऊ अनुग्रह सोई। जय जय अविनाशी सब घटवासी व्यापक परमानंदा अभिगत गोतीतम चरित पुनीतम माया रहित मुकुंदा जेहि लागी विरागी अति अनुरागी विगत मोह मुनि वृंदा निशिबासर ध्यावहि गुण गण गावहि जयति सच्चिदानंदा जयति सच्चिदानंदा। जेहि सृष्टि उपाई त्रिविध बनाई संग सहाय न दूजा सो करऊ आहारी चिंत हमारी जनई भगति न पूजा। जो भव भय भंजन मुनि मन रंजन गंजन विपति बरूथा मन बछ क्रम बानी चारि सयानी शरण सकल सुर जूथा शरण सकल सुर जूथा। सारद श्रुति शेषा ऋषय शेषा जागम को न जाना जे दीन पियारे वेद पुकारे द्रवौ सुश्री भगवाना। भव बारिधि मंदर सब विधि सुंदर गुण मंदिर सुख पुंजा मुनि सिद्ध सकल सुर परम भयातुर नमत नाथ पद कंजा नमत नाथ पद कंजा। जय जय अविनाशी सब घटवासी व्यापक परमानंदा अभिगत गोतीतम चरित पुनीतम माया रहित मुकुंदा। जय रागी विरागी अतु अनुरागी विगत मोह मुनि वृंदा निशिबासर ध्यावहि गुण गण गावहि जयति सच्चिदानंदा जयति सच्चिदानंदा।
Chanda can read from some of her notes. Can you read from some of your notes? Then I can explain why I asked everyone to get notebooks. Yodhima.
What is the Kurukshetra of this battle between Maya and the sadhana? It is time. All Maya wants to do is snatch this moment away from God. This moment, be with God. Love Him, serve Him, communicate with Him, make Him your best friend, make Him your beloved, make Him central.
Okay, pause. Thank you. That's good. So, what I was contemplating also is that we share a lot in satsang, and actually it's impossible to assimilate everything that is shared. But what happens in the process is that the quality of our listening starts to suffer after some time, after so much is actually shared. So what I'd like to do with everyone's permission and consent is that when we have the interaction, all of you can take a little bit of the highlights, what resonates with you the most, you see? And then we will pause for a few minutes after every answer, and then you can sit in quiet contemplation of these words. After every answer, we can contemplate. So we spend at least as much time in quiet contemplation and what the unfolding of those words means for us in our heart, and the application of those words means for us in our lives. You see, so that it becomes actual, it moves away from lip service spirituality to a actually lived experience, a lived spirituality. And also I feel like speaking a lot less, so maybe that is one of the reasons. So Kesha actually sent me this Taze, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, where the whole approach is much more contemplative, much more sitting in silence, and it really touched me. So what they do is they play a beautiful chant, which is a repetition of 1 or 2 lines from the Psalms or something like that, and that repeats for about 5 minutes. Then after that finishes, then you sit at least for that much time in silence, or you read some words from the Psalms which are similar to the chant that was played, and then you just immerse yourself in that process. So it becomes much more of a silent introspection, and what those words mean in your heart is allowed to unfold for you, rather than just trying to understand conceptually or mentally. So let's see how this experiment goes. Also, what can happen then is that your notebook can become then your repository, because once you've attended a satsang, it's very rare for you to go and revisit it or hear it again. It'd be very boring also, and I have never done that for myself, so with my satsangs. So I'm not expecting that you will go and revisit the satsang that you just heard, but at least then your notebook can become your highlights, your main points which you heard, maybe things you didn't understand. So, for example, we should be taking notes right now. Now it will start now. The truth cannot be understood conceptually. It must be met intuitively in our heart. So in this process, there are many things which your mind doesn't understand, or if it is fresh for you, then you have a repository of all of that intuitive questions which you can actually use to contemplate for yourself. So for example, if this confuses you, that when it is said that the truth cannot be understood conceptually but can only be known intuitively, then you can make a note of that for your contemplation and say, can I really meet this? You see? So the idea again is to try and really meet it, instead of just understanding it. You see? So if a question is asked, where does love come from? You see? Or what is the time on the inside? You see? So all of these questions, you can only meet them intuitively. And any of them will do for that period of time. So what I'd love to do is just move satsang to this kind of interaction more and more, and then maybe we can read some of the holy words from scriptures across all cultures. There's so much wealth of great spiritual insight, even in the library behind, which we don't use. So we can just pick up a few paragraphs for every satsang and just contemplate that. And those words will be much better than what this man can speak. So let's see, we'll do a mixture of all of that. And then we can play some of the taze also. And we can see how it goes along. Some of the words that appeal to me in the bhajan also, I was experimenting on the weekend, and I made some like a loop of one of the bhajans, which is Vinati Suniye Nath Hamari, which itself is such a beautiful line. And so I simply made a loop out of that, which plays for 4 minutes. So we just immerse ourselves in that. What does it mean to make a prayer to God, make a plea to God? And then it says that you are the Lord of the universe and sitting in my heart. Yeah? So what does it mean to meet God, which is sitting in our heart? So every line like this we can take and deeply contemplate them, instead of just adding to the spiritual encyclopedia in our head. Easy, we can actually meet the try and meet it in our heart and see how it unfolds. So, and I would love for it to happen both online as well as here. Okay. So let's start now with, maybe we take a few minutes just to contemplate what we just heard. So just like this, we just slow everything down. So you remain in your heart and don't get too involved in the intellectual capacity, trying to understand too much. And let's see how it goes from here. There's a question, practical question about, Father, can I take notes on my computer, notepad? I've been doing it for some time. I think I write much faster with the keyboard. It's fine, it's fine. Shall we try with one of the chants? And it's so beautiful that this bhajan that first came to me was Vinati Suniye Nath Hamari. And one of the Tazi chants is, O Lord, hear my prayer. Yeah. And I made the loop and then I realized that it's the same thing actually. So may this unfolding process be an answer to our prayers. Please come. Let's use the next few minutes in quiet prayer. Very good. Very good, very good. So I want to hear from all of you for a moment, especially the new ones, Mirama's Sangha, and in terms of, we had a chat last Friday where we outlined this whole spiritual work. What is the project? What is our intention? So, can someone share about what is this all about? What is Satsang all about? What is our spiritual life all about? Yeah. Who wants to start? What are we doing in Satsang? Even simpler, what does Satsang mean? The word Satsang itself means what? Company of the truth. So, the presence of the truth or the company of the truth, what does it mean? How can we be in the company of the truth? What does it mean to come to Satsang? Are we in the false otherwise? What is this truth?
That which does not come and go.
That which doesn't come and go. Okay. So how does coming to Satsang help you meet that which does not come and go? Because you're coming to Satsang.
Pointed to that. And Satsang is pointed to that. Which does come and go, but you didn't recognize it. It wasn't so obvious to you that it is coming and going, including your own thoughts. And that you witness them, and that the witness of one's doesn't change, and that there's a presence.
What problem does that which comes and goes create? Huh? Does that appearance of that which comes and goes inherently create a problem? Okay, let's take our time over this. What is the truth? What are we doing in Satsang? What is the meaning of finding that which doesn't come and go? And it was pointed out that in Satsang first we are told about the realm of Maya, which is the realm of appearances, the realm of coming and going. You see? But what is the appearances, the coming and going of appearances? What problem inherently does it cause, if any? And if the answer is no, like many of you said, then what is the source of trouble? Too much contemplation, you know?
I did.
Take your time, take 4-5 minutes and just contemplate this for yourself. Anytime you think you know it already, you need to contemplate it more. Okay? Because you can't really say, I know any of this. It has to be met somewhere deeper.
here generates the unreal. External, the unreal me.
Make a note of whatever intuitive responses are coming, and then we can discuss them together. Make a note of them, then we'll discuss after the quiet time. Try to keep your notebook as heartfelt as possible. Is it? Whatever is coming from your heart, let it, if you feel like you need to hold on to it in some way, then make a note of that. If you like, you can call your notebooks the guidance from the Atma or pointers from the Holy Spirit. And sometimes just allow yourself to let go of control over the process. And if instead of writing, some drawing is coming, some imagery is coming, allow that to unfold. Allow yourself to be guided by your heart, by His presence in your heart. Yeah? coming to me to play a bhajan about this? The other mic.
माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, निर्गुण फांसे लिए कर डोले, निर्गुण फांस लिए कर डोले, बोले मधुरी बानी, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने। केशव के कमला हुए बैठी, शिव के भवन भवानी, भवानी शिव के भवन भवानी, पंडा के मूर्ति होए बैठी, पंडा के मूर्ति होए बैठी, तीर्थ में भई पानी, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने। जोगी के जोगिनी होए बैठे, जोगी के राजा के घर रानी, रानी राजा के घर रानी, काहू के हीरा होए बैठी, काहू के हीरा होए बैठी, काहू के कौड़ी कानी, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने। भगतन की भगतिनी होए बैठी, भगतन की भगतिनी होए बैठी, ब्रह्मा के ब्रह्मानी, ब्रह्मानी ब्रह्मा के ब्रह्मानी, कहते कबीर सुनो हो संत, कहते कबीर सुनो हो संत, यह सब अकथ कहानी, माया यह सब अकथ कहानी, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम जाने, माया महाठगिनी हम, महाठगिनी हम, महाठगिनी हम जाने।
So, Maya is the greatest con artist. So great a con artist that This Maya, which Anandamayi Ma has explained to us, is Main Aya, is when the me comes, which means we take ourselves to be this separate identity, the me. And when this me comes, this me can come in various forms. One of the things Kabirji is telling us is that even in the devotion of a devotee, it can try and hide. So contemplate that. How can Maya hide in the devotion of the devotee? And as I'm saying, everything you can, whatever appeals to you, you can write down to contemplate. In what ways are we attached to Maya? And the question continues from, does the appearance of objects, does the appearance of time and space inherently cause suffering to us? Or what is needed for us to suffer? Because Maya is suffering. Let's contemplate this for a few minutes. If you find yourself wandering, mind is spinning up stories, you're going to different places, just open your eyes, revisit the question, or just pull yourself back gently into your heart again. So we're still on the question, what is satsang? Although it may not seem like that. Okay. So what I would love for all of you to do now is spend the next 5 minutes in just pure perception. Pure perception means allow all labels to come and go, all narratives to come and go. Allow yourself to remain in pure perception even of the mental narrative. Try to keep your eyes open if you can, because it is when your eyes are open that most of you still get caught in this struggle with Maya. So remain as much as possible, eyes open for 5 minutes and just don't label. Some of you are aware of the fresh exercise, so just remain like that, empty. See if pure perception actually causes any trouble at all. So no labeling, no story. Allow all labels to come and go, just for the next few minutes. It is the same as the detached witnessing, the open and empty. Just remain like that. Some of you are used to doing it now. It's not that you're forcing your attention anywhere, just allow it to remain, just don't label. In fact, look around in the room if you like. So it doesn't become a state, it becomes natural. Here? All here? Your mind wants to take you on an adventure, you stay here. Stay. No topic is important. No story is important. Don't have to resolve anything right now. Yeah? Just empty of all conclusions. Yeah. Keep yourself fresh in this moment. Here. Stay. Very good. Okay. If you are believing a thought, expose it. Okay. Otherwise, just let them come and go. But if you're believing it, then you can say it out loud. You can remove names if you want from the thought.
Letting dream.
Huh?
Letting dream.
Okay, let it go, very good. Believing a thought? It's not a, you're not going to go to jail or something. It's your own prison actually, which you're exposing. You see it. Okay?
I'm sitting in Satsang.
Let it go.
I don't like this game.
Don't like this game.
Sometimes feeling uneasy and it's
Very good.
Sometimes they are so subtle that I forget to expose.
That is what with the gross thought is saying
Yes.
about this. Okay. Let it go, fresh.
Right now, I found
Very
liberating.
liberating. Is it a thought to find it liberating?
Yeah, that is the feeling.
Yes, so just be liberated, don't conclude that you are being liberated. Just be empty. Okay?
I'm just wondering, how is it so easy to be empty only while I'm here?
Empty while I'm here, it's easy here. Just notice that this is also a thought which is making an object in time, so let it come and go.
Me and her are looking at it.
Huh? Yes, the looking doesn't need a thought, no? Try to do it without the support. Try to do it without the support of the movement. I know it is sometimes helpful to just experience the sensations so you don't go to the mind. But now just empty of any support. Just try to. Huh? You're not contemplating, you're just empty.
Even if I say breathe in, breathe out in your mind.
If it is coming and going, it's fine. But if you attach me to them, then
I'm having open heart.
huh?
I'm having open heart.
The thought itself is coming.
There is only this statement, that's right.
Yeah. There's another version of this which is that you're not going to let a thought catch you. You think that thoughts are very fast, actually you're way ahead of them. So when the thought creeps up on you, you have a sense of what I'm saying? It tries to catch you, you just Is it? You're too fast. Your being can't be caught by a thought. So remain with the thought, keep chasing you. You don't look back and say, what? Don't get involved. You stay fresh. Always will trouble you now, no? To prevent you from doing it now. So there's no always, forget it.
It's very boring. Like
Boring, how can I stay like this? Exactly. Some have given up. Come, fresh. You're buying the thought, बहुत हो गया. Enough now. Huh? Okay. So, let's contemplate everything which is the nature of Maya, the nature of these appearances, whether we suffer in pure perception, and if we are going to suffer, what is needed. Does something appearing in front of me cause me to suffer? If not, then what is it? Just contemplate it. Mind wandering too much, or able to stay with the contemplation or the prayer? When I'm empty as I experienced a few minutes back, am I absent or present? Am I alive, awake? Is there a presence here? Let's contemplate this. If there is a presence, whose presence is it? Where does it come from? Your mind will fight, it will try to present answers. Just let them go. Especially if you think you know this already. If during the contemplation you return to the prayer, it is completely fine. Or if you return to your self-inquiry, it's completely fine. Whose presence is with us? Sharing computer audio. So it is said that God is with us. This just came.
God is with us, undistant. All ye nations, and submit yourselves, for God is with us. Hear ye, even unto the uttermost ends of the earth, for God is with us. Submit yourselves, ye mighty ones, for God is with us. If again ye shall rise up in your might, again shall ye be overthrown, for God is with us. If any take counsel together, then shall the Lord destroy, for God is with us. And the whole sheep shall speak, shall not abide in you, for God is with us. For we fear not your terror, neither are we troubled. मस्जिद में ना काबे कैलाश में मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदा मैं तो तेरे पास रे
Where are you looking for me? I'm right here with you. I will not be found just in temples and mosques and churches. I'm right here with you. God is with us. If we submit ourselves, like the hymn said, submit yourselves, O mighty ones. And nobody is really mighty in front of God. It is only our pride which makes us believe that we are something. So to submit ourselves and to look for God in the right place, which is right here with us. So the presence, when we ask the question, whose presence is this? God said, I am that I am. When you say I am, which I am, which presence is this? Whose presence is it? Where does it start? Where did it come from? How is it made? So as we contemplate this, it is my prayer that all of us come to a heart insight of God's presence, God's light in our heart. Let's take a few moments to pray and contemplate. if our life attains purpose, if our life attains meaning, then we are blessed by the light of the Holy Spirit, the light of the Atma within, then that must become our main focus. This is the truth that we need to come to. By emptying ourselves of the false, emptying ourselves of me, emptying ourselves of pride, we must attain this truth. We must meet this holy insight, holy place in our heart. Because in the light of this Atma within, all truths, all guidance, all love, all meaning, everything reveals itself to us. It is to attain this, to come to this discipleship, do we come to Satsang. Because without this, no truth is possible, no true insight is possible, no spirituality is possible. This is our way to find God, through the light of Spirit, through the light of Atma within. So it is good not to involve yourself too much or at all actually in worldly considerations. Me, other. It will not lead to a deepening. It will not lead to the insight in your heart. So at one time God presented these words here, and I find them very useful, although because the instrument is quite foolish, so the words may be quite simple. But the words came, क्या मिल गए हैं भगवान तुझे, तू इंसानों में उलझा है, खाने को दाना नहीं, हाथी खरीदने निकला है. So the point is that have we found God, which is the purpose of our life, that we are now involving ourselves in the complications of humanity. It's like the one who doesn't have money to buy one grain of food for himself is on an adventure to buy an elephant. But is that the story of our life? Are we more involved in our relationship with God, in our unity with God? Or are we interested more in worldly things? And if you're interested more in worldly things, then we must contemplate the dichotomy which is leading to the suffering in our life. Because we can't have one foot there and one foot here. How much time are we giving to our relationship with God? How much time is needed? How much time do we have? Let's go to Karunami.
Hello, Father. Thank you.
Sleepy.
I'm fighting this energy since morning, and it's still here.
That's why we have recordings.
No, it's not. It's not about the recording. It's um, it's more like I don't know how to like if to get out of it, or there is an interest, I guess, to transform it, or yeah, to. But it's been with me most of the day. And at some point in time, I had the impression that it goes away, but it doesn't. It didn't. So, um,
Just keep offering it to God.
yeah,
Especially if it comes from Him. If it is blocking us, getting in our way, then only He can turn it into auspiciousness. So keep offering it to God.
I was like that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Kesha.
Hi, Father.
Hello. Thank you for this gift of the Taze. How you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's right. To say. Very
Place
good.
in France where they have these contemplative retreats. But when I saw what Kesha sent me, it just touched my heart so much, And I don't know if all of you noticed, but I've been wanting to take breaks in the middle of satsang, and sometimes I'm just saying, let's just sit for some time. So it really resonated with me the way they carry on the spiritual contemplation and prayer. So really incorporate whatever we feel from the heart. Helps in the unfolding of the holy presence in our heart. We'll go along with that.
Yes.
Taze, Taise,
It's French.
French.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Because I know last time my sound wasn't so good.
I can hear you.
It's okay. And everyone can hear Father okay? Okay. I tried to fix it. It was very bad last time. Okay. I really just wanted to come up too, and I just feel like I haven't spoken to you face to face in a while, and I've kind of been hiding and for a little bit. And and I'm so happy, and I'm really grateful. And this way is so beautiful, and I'm not just saying it because I love Taze already, but it feels so powerful and so hyper focused on where you want us to go. And really, like by example, through this whole process, you're just dismissing the mind so effortlessly, like not making a big deal about it. And that's so beautiful to do it like that, like whatever thought comes up, just expose it, let it go. We're not going on these long rants and narratives about it.
Exactly.
It is just so, yeah.
But if these are the kind of things you discover when you're in hiding, you should really be in hiding all the time.
I wouldn't wish the catalyst upon anyone that created the hiding,
Yes.
but
Same. Yes.
but yes, I guess maybe I would wish it.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Who knows these things? Who knows? But I just wanted to come up and
Very good. Bless you so much. And thank you once again for this precious, precious gift. I felt so good receiving it. Just
yeah.
aligned with my heart.
Yes.
Very good.
Maybe I could sing one sometime.
Yes, you can now. Why not? Why sometime?
If the sound's okay.
Yes,
Right.
that's perfect.
Okay. Everyone can sing along if they'd like. These were the final instructions from Jesus to his disciples. Stay with me, remain here with me, watch and pray, watch and pray. Stay with me, remain here with me, watch and pray, watch and pray. Stay with me, remain here with me. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Stay with me. Remain here with me. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Stay with me. Remain here with me. Watch and pray. Watch and pray.
Think. So the staying with God, the staying with the Holy Spirit, the Holy Presence, the Atma, has been equated with watch and pray. What is this watch? Papaji said, vigilance till my dying breath. Vigilant to the attractions of Maya, vigilant to the narratives of the mind, the labeling from the mind, empty of all of that, not getting complacent, continuing to be vigilant, watching, and continuing to pray, continuing to inquire, is equated with stay with me, remain here with me. This is God's guidance to us. To stay with God, we must watch and pray. Because as we discovered earlier that Maya is the greatest con artist. So if we don't watch out, we are not vigilant, then even sometimes in the guise of prayer, it will get us involved in Maya. Because of our pride as devotees, as how much prayer we are doing, all of that can come in the way. So it is important to be vigilant to any pride, to any egoic attraction to our pride, and remain empty and watch and pray. Okay. may not have a reading today, but we'll continue that from next time. I want to get everyone's feedback, not everyone's, but whoever feels to share a few things about welcome. So we about this process and how was it from this end. It felt very beautiful. How was it for all of you? You feel like continuing like this? Initially the mind may resist. For some of you may find it boring or may feel like I already know everything. Don't fall for that trick. Watch and pray. Anything that I'm missing in this, anything that is not occurring to me but is blocking you in this process, so how this could, if you have some strong resistance about it, please expose it so that we can look at it together. See more effort. See more effort.
It appeared more effortful, and maybe there's just resistance coming up, but I'd like us to see it.
Yeah. But you were part inspiration for this with your notebook. So in your case it should have ideally been least effort.
No, I love the process.
Yeah.
I love the process. I just, I may be wrong. I just thought perhaps it can be done in smaller doses, or maybe 2 hours was a bit
too much.
or maybe I just have a headache.
It's okay.
So
It's okay. It's okay to share.
I came to satsang with a headache, so that could also be.
I'm very happy to
Towards
hear.
the end, I felt it.
बहुत ज़्यादा.
Towards the end, I felt some resistance coming from within, but right at the tail end. Right at the tail end.
Is it resistance to the next period of silence, or what was it? When was it coming?
It was something I think made me feel fidgety.
Yeah.
That kind of resistance.
But when the talking was happening, it was fine. When the silence was too much, or what was the?
Yes, it was the last bit of the silence.
Silence. Very good. So my blessing and my hope, of course, is that the silence becomes more and more natural for everyone. But I understand that you're used to satsang in a particular way, and now it's much fewer words and mostly periods of silence where the mind doesn't like silence at all. So this is the way I'm looking at it at the moment. But if it continues, let me know, then we see how it goes. So the idea is that when you're hearing the words of satsang like a question-answer interaction, then get the highlights of what you feel is you want to contemplate, you want to mull over in your heart deeply. And so that otherwise what often happens is that the mind makes us forget what we need to really look at deeply within ourselves. So the notebook, I feel, helps in making a note of that, so it doesn't go away from our view in that way. So, but it's a very good point that our academic use of notebooks in a way has got us to a point of either trying to memorize or trying to intellectually understand. But hopefully the kind of questions that you find in satsang, so hopefully the kind of questions you find in satsang, your mind answers or mental understanding will not be satisfactory in terms of the feeling behind them, the sweetness, the joy, the exploration, the fragrance of the Atma within. You'll get more and more used to it.
Throughout, there was an urge of validating what I've written, validating it by you.
Yes.
It's always
And I noticed some of that both in the chat and the room as well. So it's okay. Sometimes little I'll guide that a little bit. Don't worry. If it comes, then just say that you want to share, and how my heart takes me, we'll trust that.
What is a guideline from you on these notes? Like we keep looking at it, or like whenever required, or like as a before coming to satsang.
Not yet, not necessarily. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But it is helpful. It's a useful repository of pointers that you're hearing in satsang. So, but whether I want you to make homework out of it, I'm not yet sure. That guidance hasn't come yet. So let's see. Yes.
Found it very, very powerful, Father, because the thing is, the contemplation in the energy field is very different from contemplation when the mind is more active, when you're alone.
Yes, that's exactly my hope.
So the qualitative, the experience, direct experiencing is so much more powerful that you could go so much deeper in terms of experiencing it.
Because we gather in God's name, seeking His blessing, and when we gather in God's name, then His presence seems to amplify. And true spiritual contemplation only happens in the light of His presence. It's very good.
So I think the insight that came here was that we said God is here, His presence, as everything. So He's the only one that is. There isn't even that duality of me. It's only because only He can know Himself. So the object within Him can't know. Can't know the entirety of the isness.
Exactly.
Only the isness is.
Yes. Exactly.
And so there's nothing, just to rest in that.
Yeah. So it's worth then contemplating that it is true that God alone is. Then the revelation that now I recognize that God alone is, then that belongs to whom? Yeah? So, of course, the obvious answer is to God, but then God would never be hidden from Himself or confused about what any of this is. So it exposes the nature of the Leela, the nature of Maya in some way. Okay. Like who's getting caught in Maya? And we can say God, of course, but can God get caught? Yeah. We can say me, of course, but then is there such a me? If there isn't a me, then who is getting caught? Yeah. These are beautiful contemplations. If you have the temperament to contemplate these things. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Samia if she's still there.
Hello, Father. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to come to you.
Very good.
Thank you.
So welcome. Very welcome.
Thanks to God for everything.
Yes. We invoke Ram, Krishna, Jesus, Allah, Vaheguru, and all the holy names of God. May His grace bless us. May our hearts be blessed by the light of the Atma within. May this gift belong to all of humanity as it is meant to be. And may all of you turn into holy instruments of God's light to share this light.
Thank you. Sorry, I just saw a message, but Father stopped now. So just one request and prayer, Father, which I realized actually for some time during satsang, actually just so much self-talk unconsciously going on. I'm always speaking to myself, and today, I don't know, during pure perception, I think it's just has been exposed again, of course. So before also, like, I don't know, I just want this no thoughts periods to be more and more longer within me and to come to these periods more. This is my prayer. Because during in satsang also, I was not listening to you in general, but just in the satsang vibration and being in satsang, it's also useful, but I want to be more in satsang, to be honest. So, and yeah. And yeah.
That prayer is there with you. It is seen that in the human condition, to come to this place is very greatly aided by prayer or inquiry or both. So use the tools which are available to you as much as you can, and you find the inner silence will grow. Yeah.
Because they wanted to hear you well, Father.
Yes.
I wanted to share something with you. Like recently, your satsang was more in a prayer mood. And we were following it, of course, and I was so happy with it because it's such a temperament of mine. Just somewhere I thought maybe like, one satsang other than yours I joined, and there were I was hearing I am, and I thought, oh my God, I was not like inquiring into I amness anymore, like in our satsang. So I started to talk, what is this I am? And I came up and I just realized that it's not different. Like through prayer, the I am that I experienced with this talk actually was the same I am which you brought us through prayer. And actually it became my everyday experience. It's not an experience for that moment which I'm brought anymore, but you made it my everyday, every moment experience. So I just wanted to share this, and without me even realizing this, thank you for making this our present experience. So yeah, thank you for that.
I was saying that I'm glad we spoke a lot about this today in today's satsang, and I hope all of you are noticing how all pathways to God, as different as they may seem on the surface, actually at the core, beneath the surface, have the same light, have the same insight, have the same love. So I'm happy to hear your report about this. Good. Okay, let's go to Yannick and Sajan after that. Okay, let's in the meanwhile go to Sajan while Yannick sorts out his audio. Hello.
Thank you, Ananta-ji.
Very welcome.
And there was an impulse to speak after you said who gets caught in Maya and who sees that there is only God. And these contemplations, they are at the heart of my looking somehow. And but I noticed it was a little bit of a rushed energy that also wants to say something, and maybe I feel it's not actually needed also to speak anything, but because it all will all sound a bit arrogant. Yeah. Yeah. There is really no one who gets caught,
really.
and there is only God. That's the only certainty I have.
Yeah. It's very good. Why is it arrogant? There's no one being arrogant. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। अपने हाथों में ले लो कमान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। जब से वश में हुआ धन के, धर्म के पथ से दूर हुआ, सुख चैन ना रहा मन का, दास तन का बन के रह गया। चूर कर दो मेरा अभिमान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। भक्ति का दे दो तुम वरदान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। प्रभु की सेवा के लिए ही जीवन दुर्लभ मुझे ये मिला, मगर जब भी मिला मौका, का मुझको दे दो दान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। दास आपके नाया कुछ काम जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। निर्दोष मैं नहीं सच है, बहता ही चला गया संसार में, ना लिया सहारा गुरु का, फंस गया माया के जंजाल में। जान के भी था मैं अनजान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। इन हाथों को अब लो थाम जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। मुझे चरणों में दे दो स्थान जी, मेरे राम जी, मेरे राम जी। सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे रामा, हरे रामा, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे रामा, हरे रामा, राम राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा,